Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Keshia, and today I want to talk about not just my first week in the EC Daily Duo, but like my first time ever like planning by the hour for a whole week. This was an experience, but truly it really helped me organize the day. And I know that sounds super cliche, but like for real, I did not think that I'd be able to kind of map out my day this way, especially not for the full week, but it helped tremendously. And even though it didn't, like, some things didn't happen exactly where they were supposed to be, I still planned them in a way to where they lined up well. So let's just go ahead, jump into it. Did I already say this? I'm not even sure, but first we're going to recap the week, and then I'm going to set up next week. It's not going to be a plan with me. I'm just going to lay down the bare bones so I don't have to go through and do that every single day, you know, kind of make this easier. It'll be an easier transition. So first up, my hands just popped because I like to pop them. Monday and Tuesday, of course, were the first 2 days. And because if you remember, if you watched my last video, which if you haven't, you may want to watch that one first so I can like explain some stuff to you. Even just watch the first half. I talked about what it was, where is it? I talked about this spread, which is stars. It's in the shop. I'll have everything linked below, but I talked about how I back planned this week just to see how I would set it up. So this was my first week actually doing it every day or every night as I went along. It was definitely like again, I am still on my floor. It was definitely like a learning curve just to figure out how I wanted to do it. Like, did I want to like try to do it down by the hour? Did I just want to put in the major stuff? So that was kind of a learning curve. But I feel like by Wednesday I really kind of was figuring out how I wanted it to go. Let's see, I don't think there's too much really to explain here. The next day, this was like super busy, and one of the things that I was concerned about when it came to hourly planners that had a to-do list, it was like, well, obviously my to-dos are going to go in the hourly section, so where the hell do, you know, what's supposed to go in the to-do section then? But I kind of, you know, figured it out and made my own thing. So Wednesday, of course, I had new releases, and I put one decorative sticker. I didn't put any boxes over here. I was kind of not trying to overwhelm the spread with so many boxes just because it is a lot going on over here, and I kind of want these days to look somewhat simple. But overall, I like the way it turned out. I feel like I maybe could have separated some of this because it kind of looks like jumbled up there, but whatever, we're learning. And let's see, oh, my planner, like, it's gonna say work in a bunch of scribbles, a whole bunch, because that's just what works for me, because I work for large blocks of time. And it was pretty, like, over here I could have definitely put like just work all the way down here and just filled in the work list like I did, but it was really cool because over here, let's see, okay, so like the recent list plus working on emails, it was nice to go ahead and put in what time that was happening, even though it was over here send emails, you know, so it's kind of like a double whammy. I figure they will overlap sometimes, but that'll be okay. Thursday, out of bed, because my wake up time is not guaranteed these days because I usually go to sleep very late. It just depends, but usually I don't go to sleep till like 3 or 4, so it's not necessarily setting up a wake up goal, but more of like a out of bed, you are done, get up, boom. So putting out of bed kind of works a little bit better there. And then also, I have never done this before, but I thought it was really neat to just go ahead and do a load of laundry. This was kind of like a morning routine there, to where I would get out of bed, I do daily laundry, I get my first 20 ounces of water in, and update my habit trackers, which is in my B6 rings. So that kind of became like a morning routine, and I know I could just put a morning routine sticker there, but especially since this is kind of new, it's nice to be able to kind of go through and see exactly what I had planned for the morning. I put in a trash day sticker down here, and then also, just in case you haven't seen the last video, sometimes I write up here like the one good thing, or like what I took from the day that was a good thing, and I like that a lot. it's a little weird because like Thursday I just really didn't have anything I wanted to write, so I just left it blank. And I'm still of course figuring out this bottom here. But overall, like, I really like it. I was telling my Insta stories that I'm not sure if I can like use this every single day, because I think I'm still like a weekly planner at heart. But I was talking to gosh, who was it? I was discussing a daily duo on my Facebook page. I have like a it's not like a like page, it's like your usual, you know, your page that you use, except I have a separate one for planning. So all of my planner friends are on that page. But I was talking to Marty and I was saying how I plan on dating, but she was saying, well, why don't you just, you know, if you feel like skipping the day, just do it, because it's a little bit different than skipping a whole week in your EC as opposed to just skipping the day. Like if you skip the day, just turn the page and boom, it's a new day. So I'm probably not going to use this completely undated like I thought I would. I would just skip the day if I don't want to use it. So that was pretty cool. That was like a nice realization. Like sometimes you have to talk to other people and so they can be like, look, idiot, just do it this way. Like I have to do that a lot. As far as like the weekend goes, oh wait, where am I? Am I on Friday already? Gosh, we got here so fast. Okay, so on Friday, you see that there? Alright, quick story time. At some point over the last week, I am absolutely obsessed with BTS, and my favorite member released a mixtape, and yeah, basically all day, every day I listen to BTS. I have already learned so many Korean words. I'm just obsessed. I think for the longest time I wasn't like interested in them because for one, I just never really sat down and listened to K-pop. And then, you know those things where things are just like, well, those concepts where things are just like super hyped up and you're like, not gonna fall into the trap, probably overrated. It was all a lie. I love BTS. Just good vibes. Okay, so let's talk about the weekend. So I put in 8 to 3 here, and if you didn't watch the last video, my time strips are separated into 2s just because it would have been annoying to fit that on a long piece of paper and get a bigger cello bag and a bigger envelope. And then I was thinking about the weekend. I was like, you know what, let's just cut it in half. So that's what I did. So it's already in half. You just can barely tell because I sized it a little bit bigger to make up for that little gap you would have there. So 8 to 3 here on Saturday and 4 to 10 on Sunday, which usually works because I tend to not do anything on Saturday nights, but I tend to do work on Sunday nights, which I'm filming this on Sunday night. So here's what I would do differently for the weekend. Or, well, yeah, it's fine. I can explain it now. I will most likely put them even regardless of whether it's PM or AM. So I would either put the 8 a.m. and the 4 p.m. up here or start them, you know, down here, so that way I can have the blank space in the same areas. Like I didn't like having blank lines here and then having blank lines there. So that's what I'm going to do differently for the upcoming week. And then also I really loved, okay, so truthfully, transparent moment, I've never been able to keep a food diary. It just wasn't good for my mental health, but now I can. And also I didn't really know how I would maintain a food diary. I didn't really like any of the layouts I ever saw like on inserts. So it's nice that I can just put in the today's meal here. And so what I'm probably gonna do over here is I will write down, well, not even write down, I will keep doing the today's meal on Saturday and Sunday because I really missed doing it this weekend. So definitely want to keep doing that. And then I also have an idea that I don't really know how this is going to work just yet, but I have an idea that if you wanted to, you could continue going down the weekend. Like, I have stickers that will cover up, they're new, I didn't show them in the last video, but they're in the shop now. It's basically like a blank box to cover up the month, and then there's the lines over here. So you could use 2 of those over here and continue the notes, or if you wanted to, you could completely white this out, put one of the extra squares here, and then put because I try to do a blank one that you can write in, like this one. I try to do one of those every week, so you could put one of those on a date and then also cover the calendar, or switch it, you know, vice versa. So I think I'm going to try something like that this time around. Also, I really liked the aspect of keeping the patterns the same over here. The spread that I did, the back planning I did not keep the patterns the same, and I didn't design them that way, but I'm starting to design all the kits to where if you wanted to, you could use the pattern all the way down, as I've done this week. So I'm definitely going to do that again. I'm going to keep designing the kits that way as best as I can. It's not always going to work out perfectly, but I do like that concept. And then also over here on Friday, as you noticed, I did not put the cleaning thing on the checklist over here. I decided that it would be cool because I explained that the way my stickers are designed, I worked like a really long time making this layout the way it is. It was not the easiest to figure out exactly how you would lay out a layout on, you know, I had never looked at a kit for this planner before because it's brand new, so that took a really long time. And I know that eventually, maybe, I don't know, this week or next month or next year, there'll be lots of shops that emulate this layout. They'll make those tiny little bar strips that I made, and they'll lay out their week and they'll put their stickers in the same spot that I did, and that's okay. But I just want to clarify that I did spend 2.5 days rearranging the stickers on the sheets and planning out the best way and the best type of stickers to have, so that you would still have tons of room to write but also still have a colorful and decorative spread. So that's really important to me. So the way I designed them is I did not just pick a random size here, which I explained this on the last video, but I'll do it again. I did not just pick a random height for these boxes. They are designed to fit exactly in between what I think 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's at 1, 2, yeah, an hour and a half. They're designed, nope, 2 hours and a half. They're designed to fit in between 2.5 hours anywhere on the layout. So if you wanted to pick this up and move it over here when you have a 2-hour meeting or what have you, you totally could. So I'm gonna try to do more of that this week, maybe, we'll just see. Alright, so I think that's everything that I wanted to go over, and now we can get into me and the next week. So if you haven't heard, I've come up with this new concept called Halloween in May because I was kind of jealous of Christmas in July, and I totally know the real meaning behind Christmas in July. I get it. I was still kind of jealous. Halloween is my favorite month, and I just feel like we should have more Halloween in our lives because it's my favorite. So what I did, I came up, you know, I had the idea for several months now. Then I reached out to some other shop owners, and now there are 6 of us who are having a Halloween event this Friday through Sunday, which is May 29th through the 31st. We're gonna have Halloween stuff coming to our shops, and it's gonna be at a discount. So in celebration of that, I'm going to be using one of the kits that is coming to my shop this Friday. So this one is called Crucio, and that has to be the way you say it. Suddenly, whenever it's time for me to name kits after things I love, I forget everything. But Crucio, which is named after the Harry Potter killing curse. It is the killing curse, right? Oh my god. I'm ridiculous. All of a sudden I forgot y'all, I'm 26. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I was 10 or 11. And suddenly I can't remember anything now that I'm on video. Okay, it's named after the Harry Potter curse, okay? Because you'll just see. Alright. So, fun fact, it was almost named after the spell I can't pronounce. Is it? I'm sounding like such a fake Harry Potter fan right now. Adavra, Kadivra. Ah, don't kill me. Don't come for me for just butchering that. I know exactly how to spell it. I don't know, honestly. I've read the books more times than I've watched the movies, but we won't get into that. I like books more than movies. Alright. So, this is the first page. You have the circles, which I made the circles bolder, and I'm going to try to do them in the darker colors every time so you can see them better. Date covers, icons. I put patterns inside of my icons. That's just how I do it because I like for things to be cute. The flag, I didn't talk much about these flags, but you can use them going down, but you can also use them sideways. They will fit in between a 30-minute block. Page number 2 is your, y'all, I forgot what I said all this was. Your list bars, your headers, and your calendar cover, and the extra boxes up top. There's enough of those for all 7 days. I had to pause and check something. Oh, we can zoom in now. Yay. Now you get to see how awful my nails look. Y'all, they were gorgeous when I did them. I'm very hard on nails. I'm learning. These are... I'm a failure. I'm a failure today. Oh, gosh. What? Okay. Color Street. Yes. My first time using Color Street. It was an easy application. I wasn't really sure what I was doing at first, but they still held on pretty nice considering how rough I am with nails. So I decided to film 1 or 2 more videos while I still had these before I switched the color. But anyways, I had to pause to give a look at this because you see this random thing here? This random, yeah, that's not supposed to be there. I was testing it out and I think I gave myself the wrong one because the real one is still on this paper. You see how neat it is right there? It's just, you know, it's where it should be. So I'll deal with that later. But this is, let's rearrange this kit the way it's supposed to go. Okay, there we go. So list bars, headers. You have more list bars and headers, and then also over here, which as you can see, this color is a little bit more grayer because I decided that I would keep the backgrounds the way they were. Like these 2 backgrounds are a little bit like very dark charcoal gray. I decided that I would keep those and then also mix in a jet black. So I figured that'd be cute. So you have the other 3 days here, and then as usual you have all of these here that you can pill up, and those will take care of the dividers over there. So you've got those, and then I have the one long one right here. Am I focused? Yes, I am now. Alright, so I want it for sure. I didn't want to name it like Spooks or something. When I was thinking about like badass witches, I honestly immediately thought of all the amazing, brilliant ass witches from Harry Potter. So I wanted to use a Harry Potter quote there. And the artwork comes with a bajillion different witches. So what I'm probably going to do is offer sticker die cuts in so many different skin tones and hair colors, so you can pick which one you want in die cut form, because there's just so many. I don't want them to go to waste, and I love their hair colors. They're so pretty. So I tried to do a mix of skin tones in this kit. Of course, in the other versions of kits, the skin tones and the hair colors, I think there's like 3 or 4 throughout those kits, but here I just did 2, and I tried to do 2 completely different ones. More boxes up top here. So those are the 4 pages, and again, this one will be in the shop this Friday. And also the Halloween kits will only be available this weekend. They will leave the shop, and I don't know, they may return like in 2021 or 2022, but they will not be returning anytime soon when they leave the shop. So if you like it, you should pick it up, and they're available in all the different versions. So I'm going to do the first page. My butt is asleep. I'm not used to being on the floor. I have 2 tables in this room, and I'm still, I don't know, I just don't like my setup when I film on the tables. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Oh, I've completely forgotten. Yes, I'm really excited about this. I had to like, because I'm readjusting, I had to like pause and turn the camera back on and everything. So the thing is like when you have your life together for the plan with me that you're about to do or whatever, you already have your things gathered, and you can introduce those things to the camera. So boom, I've already picked up my washi that I may or may not use. Yes, aren't they gorgeous? I would love to give you more information on these releases, but I know that this one's from 2018. Oh, I loved this one so much. This black and green and black and purple, those might have been for Halloween. And then this was a fall release. It's not pumpkin though. This may be jack-o'-lantern. I'm glad I bought this one. Pumpkin was kind of burnt orange. Didn't really love it, but may use some of those too. you will see me use this nifty thing here. Either this or something like this should be in my like shopping Amazon list in the description. My ruler will be used to cut the washi. You love how I just threw in a random accent there. And then this is my Tombow mono correction. I think I'm actually going to speed through all this and play a little bit of music or something, unless I have something to say. But what I like to do, because I'm convinced, I'm not entirely 100% sure, but I'm convinced that the very tips of her to do cursive extends beyond this line. And since my stickers are made to go in line with the line, so it doesn't really work out, so I like to wipe that out. And then also sometimes her zeros and the nines and stuff, they will extend above my date covers. I don't want to make my date covers any bigger or any taller, because my date covers will work in just about every planner, including the print Prussian, which has a very specific size for the date cover. So I definitely want to leave it the size that it is, but I don't know, we will see. So just in case that this is gonna extend above my date covers, which I don't think it will because it's not a 9, I just go ahead and white that out too. And I guess I will go through and white out everything and cue the music.
thought you were on my side, but now there's nobody by my side. I need you, I need you, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now.
Okay, so these are the bare bones of the layout. I don't know how long this takes. I know it takes longer because I'm sitting Indian style on the floor. I'm very far away from my planner, farther than I would normally be. Usually I feel like the planner would be up here. And then also I have to lean a certain way so that my big ass head doesn't block the camera screen and y'all can see what I'm doing. So I know it does take longer because I'm filming. But whenever I do the plan as you go or plan as I go, so you can see what I'm actually writing down every day, I will probably start with the bare bones layout so you don't have to watch me lay down these same stickers all the time. I did go ahead because I forgot to change the hours. The sheet is empty now, but y'all saw them. I actually restocked them because they sold out 3 times last week. They are just so perfect. I love these so much. I'm thinking about adding one more, like a different set of times. Just, you know, let me know what y'all want. But yeah, sometimes you'll see I put in cleaning because I know for a fact I'm going to clean on that day. But then if I can't, like on Monday, I don't know if I'm going to clean tomorrow, so I just left that blank. And if it does arise, I will be able to keep all of these sticker sheets in the folder in the back of the EC so I can just easily grab them when I need them. And then also there's one more thing. Right, I'm gonna swap this out for the one that I showed you. And then what I did, which I'm sure y'all saw, but I'll explain really quick, I did not put any of the deco boxes over here because I just kind of want to play around with it for a little bit. And I may not end up using this one at all. I may just use this one and save it for, like I told you, blocking out a bunch of like a 2.5 hour time frame throughout the week. We will just see, because sometimes I do just work for like 5 hours on end. But yeah, I think that's about it. Woo, your girl's out of breath. I decided to mix in a colorful set of hours. And oh, one thing I did want to mention is that I did make these strips, and I did end up not using this longer strip on the weekend. I did make these a little bit longer than what they were last week in last week's kits. So this week they're a bit longer and a little bit taller, so that way it can be a struggle, I know, but I didn't want to make them too thick. It can be a struggle to line it up perfectly to the edge. So if you want to go over that edge just a little bit, it's okay, because I made them even more longer than they were before. So now you have like extra breathing room around those bars now, so you don't have to worry about lining it up perfectly. I'll do one more quick flip through just in case that which way am I going, girl? Zoom out, zoom out. All right, there we go. Maybe, yes, okay, just in case I was going a little bit too fast. And again, these are just the bare bones. What I'm probably gonna do is start filming the plan as I go, either tonight or tomorrow morning, maybe in the morning, and I will go ahead and maybe start each day and plan it out with you. Or if I plan it out at night, I will film that, whichever way, just because it's, you know, it's broken down so deep that I cannot possibly plan out the whole week by the hours. It's just not how I roll. I love these heels. And again, this one is called Crucio. There is one more coming that I don't have available to show you, but it's pretty. Just look around on my Instagram this week. So that's about it for this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. This is what I have left over. I am thinking about going ahead and just putting a to-do here and maybe taking off the school for now, because, you know, the kids are out of school now. And who knows, you may, well, I don't know. We'll see. What do y'all think? Let me know if you would prefer a to-do word, or should I take one of these off? Just let me know. And of course, all the icons will be used later. I have these 2 left over. And then I think I have 2 left over from last week too. So you get stuff left over time. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and tuck these into the back of my EC planner, into this lovely folder that I didn't start using until last week. I've never used a folder in an Erin Condren planner, and I've had 1 to 2 of them every year since 2015. I don't know what I've been doing with my life, but the folder feels different. It's like soft this year. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I love it if you give me a thumbs up, because that really helps the video and it helps YouTube know that y'all kind of like me, and it'll recommend my video to other people. So again, I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, y'all.